Hello, beautiful YouTube family. It's time for a video update. So, I'm still doing this 88.5 days. In this 88.5 days, what can I share? Maybe I can share something that may help others. So where do I start? So let's begin with these energies currently. So these energies are kicking my arse. They may also be kicking your arse. Really kicking your arse, and you maybe feel that you're feeling a bit dense, or you've had to lower your frequency into a more denser frequency in order to shift and clear what you are navigating at this moment in time, whatever that may look like for everyone. And when you're in your highest vibration, you're flying, right? And all these miracles and synchronicities and messages and dream time, etc. is phenomenal. It's flying. But throughout this whole journey, well, I certainly have experienced that in these moments where we are lowering our frequency, our dense, and becoming more dense, it is normally, for me, an opportunity or more a time where I'm about to embark on a huge growth expansion or propel myself a little bit forward. And what's came into my reality the past couple of days is certainly questioning my soul, my remembrance, my belief systems, my power, my service, and I recognized, and you may all be feeling this as well, that there was a bit of fear with regards to fully stepping into that. And these past 3 years since I've been fully awake, it's been dipping my toe in water and then sticking my foot in. But now with these energies coming in, it's chucking all of you into that now. And is there fear with regards to throwing yourself into that? It's like the cold water. You know, the cold water and throwing yourself into that cold water, and it's the thought of doing it, and then you back out, you don't want to do it. And this is, I've been sitting asking myself, why? Like, why am I so fearful of fully stepping into what it is I'm going to be stepping into? And more so than ever, and everything's divine, and these things come into our fields when the time is right. But more so than ever, there's no choice now. For me anyway. This may or may resonate. Who knows? But I've been putting off. I've been allowing distractions in. I've been allowing my reality to be chaotic because it's a distraction. rather than being present, I've been sourcing distractions to avoid being present, to avoid stepping myself fully in to my service. And I've been really flowing this past while. I'm connecting to my worth and my wholeness and who I am, etc. But something came into my field this week that has really made me question everything. And where I'm at on a consciousness level in what I believe and my connections with all, my unified consciousness, my relationships, and I was just doing something there and I was working with the water, and something came into my field whilst I was washing. I was washing my dog. And when I get things, I sit with it, I process it. I don't normally tend to talk about it. And I've been questioning why do I do that? What is there that needs to be healed? And it's a programming from my childhood where even though I wasn't okay, even though I was going through something, I would always have to put a happy face on, a mask on, in order to keep everyone around me happy. And it's something I have taught myself to do all my life, is allow myself to be vulnerable. I'm not saying that I've never shown emotion, etc. My goodness, I'm the most emotional person you'll probably meet. I'm holding myself back from absolutely like letting go. And there you go, there's that programming. And I would hold back everything, and because I've always been a protector and I've not allowed myself to be fully vulnerable with myself, because I taught myself that's not okay. And I'm beginning to recognise the programming behind that. And interestingly, I was thinking about lack this morning. And this beautiful awareness came in with regards to my current reality. And I could see what I chose before I came here. And I don't know about you guys, but there's more of these memories, these recollections, these activations of these memories coming into my fields and energy systems at this moment in time. I could actually see that I chose this path because I was bored. And I wanted to feel all of what I'm feeling. And I was bored having it all. So I chose the slack, and I chose to go through this experience. And I chose to create more lack because it made me, because I'd felt at that time that I would feel more alive. And trust me, I feel very alive. So I was like, wow. Now, I can't remember if I shared this with all you guys on YouTube, but, you know, I get these messages in dreams, and I always maybe thought that there were messages for the collective. And I'm going to share a dream that I had a couple of months ago and a dream that I had over the weekend, and take what you may from this, because this may resonate, this may be a collective thing, this may be within your own energies. And for me, certainly, now that I see the messages that were coming through to me was in relation to my own energies. And it's an interesting one. So let's start off with the illusions. The illusion and this chaos that we create in our reality is the illusion. And we always, well, I feel anyway, the human seeks a distraction to soothe that chaos, whatever that may look like for you, whether it be addiction or lack of self-care, or choosing not to wake up. It's different for everyone, but yet we're all connected. And as I talk, I am you and you are me. And I'm going to share a message that I received in meditation. So, right. So doing this 88.5 day harvesting the sexual energy in order to keep my seed and working with this seed, I'm certainly beginning to fully really connect into my soul origins. And it's assisting me with navigating through these energies. So let's see. So before I got this call to do this 88.5 day, it must have been a week beforehand, I was in dream time, and I wasn't in the UK. I currently live in Scotland, for those who don't know. I was what felt like in a foreign location. And then I realised that I was I was in San Francisco. And I drove my car and I parked near San Francisco Bridge. And I was visiting a family member there, funnily enough, and this family member lives in Scotland. But anyway, that's by the by. And it was in relation, I said, oh, where's such and such? And it was in relation to a relationship. And they said to me that they're no longer with that person. And I was like, okay. So to me, that was like letting go, right? So then the next thing I knew, we all went back to the car and we're walking back to the car and it was dark. And I looked up to the sky. And in the sky, there was the moon, and it was a full moon. And then I noticed that the moon started changing shape and appearance. And I remember shouting to my family member, going, look at that, look at that. And the next thing I knew, the moon then grew what looked like an octopus tentacle. And this tentacle came down and completely destroyed the San Francisco Bridge. Now, there's always this male that speaks to me in dream time, and he said to me, the red bridge is falling down. It's all an illusion. And clear as day, Now, you take what you may from this, okay? Now, I'm not predicting. I'm not saying that this is the case. Feel into this, and if this feels right for you, beautiful. And if it doesn't, you do not have to take it. Because I also have belief systems where I struggle sometimes with the information that I receive, okay? Because it's not my reality. However, there's a reason why I heard this. And I heard Project Bluebeam. Now, that's all I need to say. And YouTube, you do what you need to do. So that's what I heard, okay? And I woke up and I was like, wow. And I sat with it and I was like, Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is the illusion, correct? The illusion that they are whatever your belief system is, right? We'll just leave it at that. So that's fine. And then, you know, I'm on this journey with navigating and remembering the dragon energies. And I read in my journal, and my journal gave me a clear message that I was about to embark on this golden path. Okay, so we start this 88.5 journey, and there's lots of shifts, there's lots of, I can't even begin to share with you. Maybe one day I will, when I find the correct words. What's all been happening within my field systems and bodies. So I've been called recently to do 1 hour blackout silent meditations. The intention is to do it every day. However, I allow chaos in my reality, and sometimes that distracts me from doing that. And I went fully in, and I saw these beings, and I'm struggling with, I know who they are, and I'm struggling with a belief system around that at this moment in time. And I'm feeling into that, and one day I may share what I receive or what I become aware of when I really fully go into that. However, there is a bit of resistance with that at this moment in time. And it will all flow in divine time. So within this meditation, I became this energy, I became this star, and I was this beautiful star, just an energy star in the universe. And I heard the universe, what you are seeing, the universe is an example of the matrix, the illusion, the darkness around us. And your soul is this beautiful light that can light up the whole universe. And they showed me the nucleus, and the nucleus was this energy center, and the nucleus, this energy center, is our energy center where our hearts are. And I then looked all around me, and I could see all these beautiful energy stars, like they're so white and so like I can't even. They weren't even white. It was this glow. It was this epic, amazing glow. And with all colours you can't even begin to describe. It's not colours of this world. However, if I were to describe it in a 3D consciousness, I would say they looked really like rainbow, but more vibrant, okay? And dancing, and the best way to describe it, and as I recall, is, you know, when you look out at the night sky and you see stars and you see like twinkling and all these different colours. That's what it was like. And I looked all around me and I could see all these energy stars. In these energy stars were all connected. All connected. And I could see how they were connected. I could feel how they were connected. I could feel it all. I could hear the frequency of the universe. I could feel the frequency of the earth. It was a beautiful moment of existence whilst I was this energy star. And then this male voice appeared again, and I heard, "You are the eagle, you are the bear, you are the sun, you are the earth, you are the moon, you are the water, you are all, you are one." And this journey that I've been on this week in sacred geometry and the solstice painting that I am creating for you all. I've been doing a little research of the geometric map, shall we say, and what that means. And there was a realization that that geometric map is in relation to this unified. And this unified is also in relation to these beings that I've seen in meditation. Can I share this just now? Okay. So back in 2017, before I was even fully awoke, shall we say, conscious, you know, I fully became conscious in June 2020. So this is it was May 2017 that this incident occurred. And maybe one day I will feel the strength to share such pictures with you when I fully understand. However, there was something that happened to me during that moment in time, and I've blocked it out. I've, created fear around that and shut it out of my life. However, it's really coming into my field at this moment in time to alchemize this. What I will say is, it's a hard one to really feel into. But I recognized, I became aware that these pictures are, can I even share what the pictures are? Okay. So these pictures are, struggling to share it. Anyway, I'll maybe share it. There is a band around my arm, not of this world. I'll share the story behind it, and there's also an imprint, shall we say, not of this world. And I took photos of this, and at that moment in time, I was really scared. I was scared. And it's been called to alchemize. However, this band that was around my arm, it has a constellation on it. And this constellation is in relation to the beings. And I never clicked until yesterday. So I've been sitting with that. And I'm feeling really vulnerable with regards to that. Because I don't know how to navigate through that. Anyway, I'm sitting with it. I will share with you one day, and I will also share the pictures. There's just, there's this fear, there's this, oh my goodness, like, I've always put myself under the radar as such and not shared this experience with anyone, really, because I'm quite comfortable being under the radar. And it's a big responsibility. I just really need to sit with it. I'm even feeling uncomfortable talking about it. So, where am I going with this? So the geometric map, okay, the geometric map, funnily enough, and the geometric shape is all to do with the Christ consciousness. And it's in relation to the solstice painting that I did last June. And it's all connected together. And the rainbow and the golden path and the Christ consciousness and this life force elixir and this 88.5 days and these energies coming in. The solstice painting that I did last year, I seen the sun, the starry beings informed me that, you know, there's huge solar energies that were coming in. I thought it was in relation to just after the solstice, but I'm beginning to realise that it's actually in relation to everything, right? Okay. And it's also this solstice painting that I did last year is connected into this solstice painting that I'm doing this year. And I was gobsmacked because there's a dodecahedron on the last solstice painting on star beings wearing white cloaks. The white cloaks, I believe, is representative of the White Brotherhood. The dodecahedron is the beginnings of the ether, the universe, Christ consciousness. You take what you may. This is what I believe. And it's gold, and it's actually on the heart of one of the star beings. And in the background, there's the rainbow in the Stargate, and the star constellation that's on my arm is actually on the Stargate. Like, I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? So, you know, I'm at this stage where I listen to my soul. I don't look at anything external. I go internal. So I am really... the fact that I have... I don't know. There's fear there. And it's something I need to alchemize. And this hiding under the radar and not really fully embracing the power within and stepping fully into that power, just dipping my toes in, then I'll dip a leg and an arm in, and then maybe I'll stick my head in, but I'm not really throwing my whole body in. And I feel like, no more. You're running out of time. And not that time exists. It's like, now's the time. You need to step up to this. So I am really like, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I can only be transparent with you guys. I'm freaking out a little bit. And I'm struggling to talk about it. I'm struggling to really share what I'm feeling because of these masks that I programmed, or that I became programmed with when I was younger, that just to put on a smiley face and everything's okay, but allow yourself to be vulnerable, but only a little bit vulnerable. Like, don't fully go into that, and don't let anybody don't show to anybody, because you need to protect them and their well-being. Like, all this is coming through at this moment in time, and these energies are knocking me on my arse, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, and I'm coming down into a lower density in order to navigate this. And I'm coming down on a lower density, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm throwing myself off a reality line or a timeline, and then I check myself and go, will you just stop? It's constant. And I've become to realise that I'm constantly online 24/7, and I didn't realise how much I was online. And, you know, information that I received, I was like, meh, and I just toddled on with it and forgot about it. And it's a realisation that I've been so ignorant, not only to my soul, but to myself. And it's not been intentional ignorance. It's because I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't believe anybody would want to hear it, because I programmed myself into believing that when I was younger. So, dream time at the weekend. Now, let me feel into it, recall. So, again, it was dark, and I was looking up at the night sky, and I could see this boat in the night sky, and I was like, why is there a boat in the night sky? And it was I stay in a fishing town, and it was one of the fishing boats of this town in the night sky. And I was like, how is that possible? And I kept hearing people saying, it's a reflection of the sun, it's a reflection of the sun. And I was like, that is not a reflection of the sun. There is a full boat on huge display in the night sky, and everybody was, it's a reflection of the sun, it's a reflection of the sun. And I remember the boat had PD 500 on it, and I was like, PD 500, what does that mean? And I haven't looked into that, so take what you may from it. And anyway, it disappeared, everybody went back to normal, nobody batted an eyelid, and that was cool. And then I ended up going to a shop here. It's on the South Road. It's a garage, South Road Garage. And I got out of the car and I noticed everybody was at standstill. And they were all staring at the sky and pointing. And as they were pointing, again, it was like a screen. And on the screen, there was many a thing, and I seen London Bridge, I seen the towers in London. Tower, interesting, tower moments. I seen the towers and it was all lit up in gold, and then this boat appeared again, but I could actually see the people in the boat, right? And everybody was again saying, it's just the sun reflecting, it's just the sun reflecting. And I was like, that is not the sun. And I was getting really frustrated with everyone. I was like, that is not the sun. Then again, I heard the male voice. And the male voice said to me, they are setting up screens for the illusion. Now, I don't know what that means. And then I'm sure, I can't be 100% sure, I heard Project Bluebeam again. So that's all I need to say with that. It's maybe something that's going on in another dimension. I'm not predicting anything. I'm not predicting anything at all, okay? I'm just sharing what I've seen in Dreamtime. And my dreams have given me messages through all of my life, funnily enough. So if I fully feel into it, I feel like it's the breakdown of the illusions that we create in our reality. And these illusions that we have created, these masks, these hats, these energies, they're now being taken off, and there's more a call for everyone to really step into their power. And it's time to step up. And our beautiful Joanne on Ascension Evolution, she read some dragon cards this morning, and again the message was step up. It's time to step up. It's go time. It's go time. And I feel more now than ever, it's go time. And it's time to take off these hats. And it's time to drop the veil of the illusion. It's time to recognize who you are and why you came here. And it's to move past the fear and the resistance and the limitations you are placing on yourself and the distractions you are feeling into or listening to, rather than going inner into your soul and questioning everything. It's really time now to go into that. Like I feel more than ever, it's you guys will know where you are at on an energetic level, but more so now than ever, I feel there's some sort of urgency, whatever that feels for you. Feel into this with what I'm saying. There's some sort of urgency to go more inner now than ever. and remembering who you are, and remembering why you came here, and remembering your power, and remembering your capabilities and your worth. And it's not allowing these distractions, these thoughts, you're off your head, you're crazy, etc., coming into play and preventing you from stepping into that full power, okay? So drop your illusions. Allow your wings to peek out of the cocoons. And I'm also going through this. Feel the fear and do it anyway, as the saying goes. So feel the fear and do it anyway. I also will feel the fear and do it anyway. When I'm ready to share and understand what happened in 2017 to where it's led me to where I am now, and it's a big one. I'm just really fearful to really talk about it and being labelled or, you know, move past that. And I believe whoever's watching this, feel pulled to watch it for some reason or other. You know, like I said, I'm quite happy being under the radar, but now I'm being pushed to be more out of the radar. Or more into the radar, shall we say, whatever that means. I have no idea. And there was a dream. There's been a couple. One of them, I won't name names for reasons. However, well-known, influential person in the world. And I was sitting at this table. I'm even feeling uncomfortable sharing this on social media. Anyway, I've shared it with many beautiful family members and soul family. Anyway, I was sitting at this table and it looked like a very important table of discussion, shall we say. And I was invisible. Like, I believe nobody could see me. I was just observing and listening in. And one of these influential leaders of this world, this reality, looked straight at me. And he said, "We know who you are." And I could feel that energy. And I jumped back, got a scare and woke up. Don't know what that means. So, sorry for the face. What was that? This is Kerry. I love you guys. I love you guys. So if you stayed throughout this whole video, thank you for listening. I have been at AWOL. However, I'm still on the journey. I will do shorts when I feel called to do shorts. I will share another day, another video with regards to the boundaries and acceptance and letting go, because I've also been processing all of that since I last posted. I've been tested majorly to my boundaries, and it was all in relation to my art studio. So the beautiful art studio was delayed, and it is now being rescheduled to be built tomorrow, the 11th of May. So everything's divine, 11. I see that's still universal. So I love you, and have a beautiful day of heaven on earth. And when I feel called, I will share another video with you all in divine time. And you can tell I'm going through a lower density, and I'm purging, I'm purging a lot. So, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going all natural for today. Anyway, I love you. Have a beautiful day of heaven and earth, and I'll speak to you soon. Love you.